Welcome to another episode of Clay Cam. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well as watch the video all the way through. Not because I asked you to, because we're going to be hiking the COSSATOT Corridor River Trail. That's a lot to say. It's 12 miles in, 12 miles out, so I think it's going to be about 24 miles. I put a lot of faith in socks when I walk. I normally have a waterproof sock coupled with another sock underneath that sock, just so I could give enough padding. Today, this video is sponsored by Silverlight Hiking Socks, and feels nice. They have a lifetime guarantee, and if you buy socks, they plant a tree. They're pretty stretchy. They feel pretty good. They feel like they have a lot of padding too. And I always wear 2 pairs of socks, so I got 2 pairs. Dude, the visitor center at this place is incredible. It's like got a gift shop. It's got sort of a museum, and it tells all about the COSSATOT River Falls, the COSSATOT River, the trail. These socks have a right and a left foot. The really stretchy material I think is gonna let my feet move around real well. You can move your feet around, you're gonna be able to have good circulation, and your feet won't freeze, and your feet won't hurt, and all, well, they're gonna hurt. And as always, I'm using my Solomon Elixir mids. That means that they're not high top, but they're not low top. I can already tell you these socks really do feel good. Now, the one thing I am concerned about is that they may move a little bit because they are like really soft, maybe. I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, in the visitor center, I got the boys in Eagle and also a sweet little cuddly black bear. Holy moly, it's soft. Here's the hats. And if you're hiking the COSSATOT River Trail, you're gonna have a nice parking lot to park in. Here's the beautiful visitor center. And I'm at the south trailhead because it's closer to Louisiana. And plus, I don't really know what's at the north trailhead. There may be another visitor center or a Burger King. Yeah, my backpack is running a little bit heavier this time because I have some new gear. I'm gonna show you that later. I think I'm like 40 pounds and I really like to be no more than 35. And although most of the new items are probably unneeded, I still wanted to bring them. And to an extent, I don't worry that much about weight. I just try to get stronger. I know that's a terrible idea. You see a lot of hikers sacrifice a lot of stuff because they don't want to carry a lot of weight, but in my little pea brain would suggest that if your pack is a little heavier, you get a little bit better of a workout. To start the trail, from my understanding, you come from the visitor center and then you go down this little concrete path here. It says river access only up there on that sign, but I'm pretty sure this is the right way. It's about 9 o'clock, which is a little bit later than I wanted to get started. I want to get started about 7 because it gets dark at 7:45. That would give me a 12 hours and 45 minutes to hike, but you can't have everything. The important part is I'm here and I'm hiking in the wilderness. I probably could get eaten by a bear. It's really nice. You could smell the water, and if you look down that way, it's such a long ways down there, and that bridge is really big.
I can be invisible, I can disappear. I can spend my whole life standing right here where I can grow my hair out. I could do it all wrong.
Now, I don't know much history about the COSSATOT River Trail, but I do know that COSSATOT stands for Skull Crusher. It's like an Indian term.
Fuck it up and try again. I could be your best friend. I could call you over in the middle of the night.
The bridge is like a half mile in from the south trailhead. It is really a sight to see. It's not something I really expected on this trail.
Fuck it up and try again. I could be your only friend. I can close my eyes to be in California. You can get me high.
It's about 1.3 miles in, and there has been no shortage of water. There's tons of water crossings in case you need to get hydrated. Like right now, it's not too bad. It's like about 70 something degrees, and I'm not sweating all that bad. Not really too terribly winded, but I know this could be a pretty brutal hike during the summer. And so far, it's pretty good terrain. It's not been too terribly steep. It's pretty moderate. There's been a couple of ups and downs, but for the most part, it's not bad. And certainly not that a trail is gauged on how easy it is. It's just nice every now and then to walk on some flat ground. Ow. Don't do that. Yeah, I hurt my shoulder during basketball and that hurt. I was trying to get that tree out of the trail. Yeah, I've been traveling since like 4 a.m. so I'm gonna go right down there by those rocks and have lunch, which is gonna be like a protein Pop-Tart. Make sure there's no snakes here. You don't have to worry about snakes this time of year too terribly much because they're still kind of cold and they're kind of sluggish, but I'm pretty sure they still bite your ass. I really like these things. I believe it's for a bow hunter, so if they're hanging up in a tree, they can screw this into the tree and then put their bow on it. If you've watched any of my other backpacking vlogs, I always talk about why I like backpacking. And even more specifically, solo backpacking. 20 grams of protein, 4 carbohydrates. I've been doing like a no carbohydrate, no sugar diet, trying to like slim up a little bit so I could jump higher in basketball. Which brings me to the reason why I like solo backpacking is because in my basketball team, there's just so many people that say, hey Clay, do this, do that. I don't know if it's like I'm easily influenced or people think I need help, but it gets super obnoxious. And the confusing thing is I've been playing basketball since, this is pretty cool. I've been playing basketball since I was in the 5th grade. I'm not a great basketball player, but I'm not a terrible basketball player. Taste test. Pretty good. You can tell it's definitely proteiny from Legendary Foods. And with solo backpacking, there's no teamwork. There's no puzzle that fits together. It's all dependent on how I react to certain things and the decisions I make. And the truth is, this could be a bad indicator for myself, as maybe I'm a terrible teammate. Or you can take it a step farther and arrive at the fact that I just don't play well with others. That was a nice little rest. Now it's time to get back on the road or the trail. Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Have I mentioned the conditions are perfect out here, but also I hate All Trails app because I don't know if it's the app or the service. Usually I'm able to go through like no service and it always keeps up with the track. But it shut down when I stopped automatically, and now I have a mile that I've walked without logging it, which, I mean, if it doesn't log it, then how do I know I actually did it? Or how do you know?
I can close my eyes and be in California.
Wish I had a nail. There we go. I'm really impressed with the infrastructure that they put in for this trail. Like, they got 2x12s everywhere, and then over here there's another bridge. This is probably like the 8th bridge that I've crossed. It's pretty freaking impressive, and it's really nice to know that the state cares about the trails and the outdoor type stuff. Like I've said before, I've been to the West Coast hiking, and it's almost like a whole world. Like, it seems like things are so well put together over there. And if you look around in Arkansas long enough, you'll see that things are really well put together here also. There's a road crossing right here. I don't know how far we are in from the south trailhead because my freaking map is messed up, but I'm gonna put that mileage right on my forehead. There we go. But it looks like this way, which would be left if you're coming from the south, goes to the river, and then right goes out to somewhere. I'm not gonna look at the map and see where. If you go that way, it probably takes you back to Louisiana. This is the first. I have no idea what these things are. It's like some kind of plastic tube. I don't know if you can see what's inside them. It looks like a little piece of concrete inside there. I don't know, that's weird. Oh, they got these little rocks around them too, the little white rocks. I have no idea. I know what it is. It's meteorites. They fell from the sky and then they marked them. They don't want to move them. That's probably, I don't know, about $6 million worth of meteorites per pole. I could be totally rich. Yeah, so far my socks are feeling really good. They're kind of sliding around a little bit because my shoes are not tight enough, but I don't think it's because of like the material of the sock like I was worried about. And also I feel an ingrown toenail on my right foot. And I think it's because I had a pedicure the other day. Leanne texted me, she was like, hey, I'm getting a pedicure. You want to get one? Kind of as a joke. And I was like, yeah. So I ended up going up there and getting a pedicure, and really it wasn't like a life-changing experience or anything. I've had one before, but it wasn't great or anything. It wasn't like a wonderful massage, but it was really nice to have somebody rubbing on your legs and toes and stuff. And then they had these little kids in there. I guess they like work there and maybe live there too, but the kids were drawing all over the wall with the colors and stuff. The people that were doing the nails, I guess it was mom and grandma, and they're like, hey, stop, don't do that. But they were saying it in like a different language. It was so funny. It's kind of cute. Well, it's cute whenever it's not like my walls that the kids are drawing on, of course. All right, I'm gonna show you one more reason why my pack is a little bit heavier than normal. This is a jet boil, and as the Northerners say it, it's a jet boil. It's a little bit heavier than my normal Stanley coffee press, and the other sucky part about it is $160. Now, I didn't pay that because somebody gave it to me, but knowing what I know now, I'd have paid it. This thing boils water so fast, and the whole idea is that you carry less fuel. So if you're able to boil this much water on a little bit of fuel, you're much better off. And the other cool part about it is I like coffee. I don't know if it's that I like coffee or if I like caffeine. Probably I like caffeine. The way I pack it in, you got the lid, you got coffee, creamer, sweet and low that I stole from a hotel. Then I have this cup, the cup I got from Walmart, and then I put the burner in the cup. On the bottom side of it, you unscrew it right here, and then I have the coffee press right here. Now we're gonna go over to the backpack, and I have my fuel right here on the outside, not for any apparent reason. Come out of there. There it is, little bitty baby bottle. I got this fuel off of Amazon. It's a 6-pack, it's a really good price. Okay, now cue the coffee montage. We're gonna let the coffee sit for a minute, and then I'm gonna have one of these Energy Stinger waffles, Honey Stinger Energy Waffle. I don't know what that is. Probably gonna mess my hairline up. Whenever you're flying an airplane, they always have like this. It's just like that. This has caramel in it, and it's probably some kind of I don't know, it's probably got a ton of aspartame in it, which is gonna make me crazy. Wait a second, that's not possible because I've already been. It is really good though. It's kind of crispy. It seems like it's fried on the outside, and the caramel is really chewy. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I have this other coffee cup. I love these little handles, and then I have this one here. It's the little bigger one. Normally, this is the size that I have in the morning, which is probably about 3 cups of coffee. For the sake of having a gourmet cup of coffee, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into here. Wow, look at that. Pretty much all fit in there. I really like these socks, and they're very stretchy. I think they're really something special. Socks going back on. My feet are a little bit wet from going in the creek, and the socks are a little bit wet from sweat because I've been walking. It's like 5 miles. Really nice how they go on so easy, and they're, man, it's so smooth. When you wiggle your toes, they move around really well. No place like home. All right, time to hit the trail again. I got my GoPro plugged in. It's like 30%. Anyway, I'm gonna let it charge and try to cover some miles.
I could spend my whole life standing right here where I can grow my hair out. I could do it all wrong. Fuck it up and try again.
Dude, coming up on the falls. I don't know if you hear that, but that is, it's loud. I thought it was a highway.
I can close my eyes and be in California. You can get me high, you can read my mind.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go swimming. One thing that I've been doing at home is ice baths, and this is about, I don't know, this is probably not ice bath temperature, but it's pretty close. That initial shock is the worst.
Right. Yeah.
Water is 65. You know, you kind of underestimate the power of cold water. That felt really good. I feel like my legs are ready to go another 100,000. That is cold. I'm gonna go that way. After I jumped in, it kind of smells like sewer. That is really nice. I like to be able to hike, but also hiking and backpacking should be such a combination of things. Maybe fishing, kind of swim, hang out, eat, relax and sleep and rest. Suntan. I kind of feel like Huckleberry Finn. I've gotten to the campsite, and this old ugly bitch right here is mean mugging me, and they're camped up right here. So I'm trying to find somewhere else to camp. not gonna set up a tent. We're just gonna boil some water and we're gonna cook this. There's not a good campsite on the river. I'm gonna cook this shit right here, and I'm probably gonna keep walking. Yeah, this is kind of where I slept. I actually slept another mile that way on the side of the river. I freaking love this thing. Plenty of water for food, coffee, and hydration. Time to head on down the wagon trail. I stopped here yesterday. This is COSSATOT Falls. It's a pretty popular spot. There's a lot of camping up there, and then the trail goes through here. And also, I've been through here on ATVs, and that guy's fishing.
It's in your eyes. I've seen the signs. I feel the sparkle.
Free.
There sometimes.
Pretty cool.
Don't ask me why. Just cross the line. I know how this will go, so hold me tight. You're the one I want. You're the one I need. I wanna hold you 'cause I need you by my side. 'Cause you're all I want. I got what you need. I wanna hold you 'cause I need you by my side.
I have no idea what this is. You ever been on a hike where the last mile takes forever? That's me. That actually feels good. Oh.
I need you by my side, 'cause you're all I want. I got what you need. I wanna hold you 'cause I need you by my side. You're the one I want. You're the one I need.
Yeah, I can really feel the no carb, no sugar thing. You have a lot less energy when you're trying to hike.
'Cause you're all I want. I got what you need.
I love you, truck. 21 miles river corridor trail. I'm so glad I'm done. That's been another episode of Clay Cam. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.